going? I saw the email, especially the part that said everyone show up 30 minutes early. I assume he was talking to you guys because I did not. I saw that. I was like, oh. Okay, good. Is the audio live? I don't know if you saw the game when Dirk was standing on his chair so he could look right through the hole, and I was like, dude, I can hear you from the mic audio, not from your mic, from the mic. He was getting a little too. To be fair, it was an amazing game. I know it ended in a draw, but holy crap! What more drama can you possibly ask for? The fact that both penalties got blocked is ridiculous. Like 90+% of penalties go in. Like 95 at the pro level, but like 90 here. And for them both to get blocked is inconceivable. So, and not only did it get blocked, but he blocks it, it bounces down, takes another shot, that one gets knocked away by a defender, tries a third shot, and that one gets blocked by the goalie again and cradled. I thought I was about to lose my mind. Don't know if we'll get that kind of action tonight. I mean, the linesman has not even tucked his shirt in. I'm going to comment on that on air. What? Plus, they don't seem to even be matching. The linesman have like mustard yellow, and the center referee has like bright neon crossing guard yellow. It's like they didn't even coordinate right here. Oh, did she take that list with her? Cheryl makes educated guesses. Get a real good look at those referee shirts over there. You go back there. I mean, you might as well. There's something else to focus on. This will be a fun experience. It's not something you'll get used to it. Once you see them enough, you kind of get the feeling of where they're going to go. Like this is where everyone is positioned. You can follow a little bit easier. For kids soccer, you just follow the ball and the cloud of kids chasing you. That one's easy. I used to referee little kids playing soccer. It's going to jog along.
And good evening, everyone, for a surprise game. A previously unscheduled game that I found out about yesterday, and you're finding about right now, those of you who troll YouTube looking for community college soccer games, as one does. And we have the Coffeyville Community College Red Ravens, the second team, playing a game against the Allen JV team. A good chance for a lot of players who have not gotten as much time to play to stretch their legs a little bit, show off some skills. So they'll have something to prove here. Allen, their main, well, actually, they're already on the attack. Finds them on sides, not able to collect, and that's going to go out for a Coffeyville goal kick. Allen's main team right now is currently sitting at a pretty good, I think it was like a 5-3 was what their record is. So not quite the same record as the Red Ravens main team has, but still a respectable one. So it makes you wonder what kind of skills their junior varsity team will be bringing to the table. If that's the good stuff, then how good must their B team be? Of course, the Ravens can say the exact same thing. And already the Allen JV squad loses control at midfield. Runs onto the wing, but is able to kick it away for a throw-in. Got our linesman over there wearing a mustard yellow referee shirt in defiance of the center referee's neon yellow. He's a free spirit. You can't stop him. We're hoping to interview him at half, figure out that fashion decision. Until then, throw in for Coffeyville. Speaking of celebrity guests, we'll have one on here shortly. He or she, no spoilers, went off to go find some official material, but we'll be back. So until then, you're stuck with me. No Dirk Andrews tonight. He's teaching a class like some sort of teacher. And already Allen trying to build out of the back. Headed away by the sweeper, but only as far as the Allen midfield. Just launching it into the back here. And, oh, that's going to be a penalty kick and possibly more from the referee, because that was a clear denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Will he be showing any cards to the offending player? He will not. Instead, Coffeyville will get a penalty kick. Egregious error there by the goalie. Almost completely unforced. So Coffeyville has a chance to put one away early here, less than 3 minutes into the game. And confidently placed on the right to the left of the goalie. Good height, good power behind it. That's the kind of confidence you want to see in a penalty taker. As Coffeyville puts themselves on the board quite early. Still a little mystified that the Allen player didn't face any other punishment. But you know what? We'll take the 1-0 lead right now. I guess this is more of a friendly game. Friendly in name only, though, if it's anything like the other games we've seen played at Veterans Stadium up here on the hill. Good touch there, but the Allen player's got plenty of options. Tries to thread it through. Sweeper trying to kick it away, failing. He's got 3 players who are running into the box. Holds it for a second, takes a couple touches. Good play to the top of the 18. And that is well over. As the Red Ravens will have a goal kick. Going to take his time here and really launch that up into the stratosphere. Finds a white shirt, tries to drop it forward. Allen defense is ready for it. It's not able to clear it. Again, tries to drop it forward, probably going to go out. It's one of the less windy days here up on top of the hill. Wind kind of blowing towards the near side of the pitch, as opposed to vigorously towards one goal or the next. Looks like we got a quick substitution here from Allen. All right, got our substitution here. And I'll be out for a Coffeyville throw-in. And under some pressure here, will he drop it back to the goalie? Good choice, he does indeed. The attacking Allen player was absolutely waiting for him to try to bring it back around the outside. Good step over there. Sends it forward to the right. Well-placed ball. Will he be able to get it first time? He does. He hits it. Is able to hop over the goalie there, but the slowdown from having to hop over there is what kept him from being able to run onto the ball. Might have taken that first time, tried to chip the goalie, which is never an easy task, even under the best of circumstances. But good on him for getting around the goalie. The goalie already 6 minutes into this game already faced two pretty rough trials here. Already come up short a little bit, so it's going to be called into play again. Have to see what he does to sort of center himself, let's say, as Coffeyville once again playing out of the back. Another well-placed ball there to the right wing. Tries to bring it back. Is looking to, yeah, he does get it to his teammate. Kind of sends it into the center there, but defender was keeping any forwards away. The goalkeeper was wise to it. No danger that time. Allen has a chance to attack. They've got two extremely offside players, and I think that's going to, well, okay, no need to call it since he never really interfered with the play, but yeah, those runs were a little poorly timed. Cries from the bench, asserting that that was a Coffeyville throw. Referee disagrees, and that's about all you can do. Little physical there, but again, nothing over much, says the referee. Both players unable to really get under control. That's a really good ball to the top of the box, but Coffeyville defense is on it. And a shoulder charge there. Going to win the throw-in. No, they will not. It's an Allen throw. Linesman looked a little unsure there. Left it to the center referee. Shot from long distance goes wide. As he wonders, who's fetching the balls for me tonight? Well, there's one in the back, but not seeing anyone scrambling for it. I think Coach Schicky is helping out down there a little bit. Need to get some of the particularly spry people in the audience who feel like doing some jogging tonight. It's a beautiful night up here. Why not? Well defended there. Allen's got some speed on their right side here. Amid all these touches, they've got some real chances to make some breakaways to try to get themselves back ahead. That was really well done right there. Good way to find him as he gets into position. Just trying to find someone to drop it to as he's manhandled off that ball. Nice, easy, clean touches. And another well-weighted ball. But she kind of fell into that challenge rather than shoulder charged him off there. It's going to be a little much, says the referee. As the defender ponders leaving that for his goalie. Oh, no, that's mishit, but he'll get away with it. Still trying to find a path out of their own defending third. Good touch over there. Maybe a little difficult for his winger to find, but he's able to break away. Just kind of blast it straight into the defender there. Might take a second to catch his breath after that one. And looks like that was a foul throw. Haven't seen one of those in a minute. Of course, we saw a lot of foul throws that weren't called in the last home game here. Well, not the last home game, the Wednesday home game. Saturday, of course, was a win for both the men's and women's team here. Wednesday was that very late night nail-biter, 3-3 draw after a double overtime. Really just a string of really good games out here as Coffeyville is looking to play out of the back here. Some good distance on that. Goes in hard, but comes up quickly. Oh, good run there from the Allen player. He is onside. Takes it first time, but the goalie is up to the challenge, is able to get himself low, backs back up into his net, watching his line as Allen tries again. Good chip into the center, but oh, mishit by the defender there. That could have been tragic. Coffeyville just scrambling to get it out. Do something. They've got a lot of players offside right now. That player, of course, takes a shot from outside the box, which is no problem for the Coffeyville goalkeeper to fall on. And he will do so gratefully after that excellent stop. First big chance from Allen, one-on-one. It's a really big hit right there. Referee says continue to play on, and that's going to travel all the way back to the goalie, who takes it first time instead of opting to pick it up in his own box. Ooh, kind of scuffs that just a little bit, but looks like he's going to get away with it. Four white shirts around that ball, but number 46 is able to get away with it. A lot of pretty quick challenges. Everyone seems to be opting to, do you hold back or do you fly in? It's about 99% fly in from both teams at this point. You can see they got a lot of energy that they've been saving up for this. Oh, sounded like there was some connection there. You could hear it from here. It was limping just a little bit as a Red Raven player. Got caught a bit rough there. Doesn't look like there was any particular malice in it, but gonna have a quick substitution. Let's get him out of there while he recovers. But no reason to call any physios over. Oh, what? Yeah, that's an appropriate reaction to what just happened. Boy, they had 4 red shirts clustered around that ball in so much open net, but in the end, it goes in between the uprights, and that'll get you points in some sports, but not in real football it won't. And a goal kick from Coffeyville all the way up past the midfield marker. Just again, just shoved off that ball. I think that was the same player who drew a foul earlier for a similar challenge on the near side. I'll have to be careful. Allen with another breakaway and just takes that one really hard. Just that first hit, the first touch was a little too much, a little too rough. Again, a great chance for Allen, but just it's that final hit that's getting him right there. The most important part, one might say. The little challenge there from behind into his back. He kind of throws up his hands like, hey, It may have been called for a foul, but don't you want to think about something more? But no, after you kind of let that one foul go by on a goal-scoring opportunity, you got to let a few go from the other team, just to say, because this is a little egregious. Egregious is the word we're going to choose to use. Good header from the Coffeyville defense. Attempt to volley it out. Just kind of tips that to his own players, goes flying back in. It's going to be off a Coffeyville player. See if the goalie can pick it up. He's going to let it go out. And yes, the referee will indicate that it is a corner kick. Maybe he thought it was going to be a goal kick. "15 minutes into the first half. Coaching staff is making sure everyone knows who they should be marking. Ooh, not bad. Just about a foot or so outside there. Of course, that was watched by the goalie too, who was covering his near side there, but still a little better placement, and that could have been it. So another good chance for Allen. Kind of taking control of the offense here in the last 10 minutes or so. Of course, the scoreboard speaks volumes. He's able to get that on the second touch there. Keeps it in, but unfortunately, he was hunted down by an Allen player who was ready for it. Excellent stop there. There was an Allen player making a break just behind him. And that'll be out for an Allen throw. And we'll be out for another throw in. The linesman doing his best to help out here. And looks like Coffeyville has a chance at a breakaway. That ain't it, though. Gotta get better power on that one if you're trying to send someone on a run. And we have an Allen player who's a little bit slow to get up, and the referee will bring that back for a foul a bit after the fact. Good advice from the coaching staff that when the other team has a free kick, face the ball. Always have your back towards the net. That's one thing you learn. Coffeyville's line. There we go. Just now getting solid. Okay. Oh, not a bad idea from the Allen player, but okay, referee saying that went out for a goal kick. Another potential one-on-one that just kind of fizzles for the Allen JV team, as Coffeyville will be doing a quick substitution here. And by the way, in case you're wondering why things are being a little vague here, there is no roster up here for this team, and I gotta be honest, the numbers are really hard to see anyway, so we will stick with the generalities for now. Still a good game, though. Still, they know who they are. We might be able to fix that at halftime, though. We will see once we get our celebrity guest on. And Allen with another attack, and oof, I don't think that's what the other player was thinking. He was already kind of dropping back to make himself an easier target, and then the ball was hit. Good flick over there. Gonna just head that back to his goalie. Yup. Smart call there. Be happy to force Allen to make him pick it up. Good first time touch there. Brings it back. Oh, got it between his legs. Don't think we didn't see that. But Allen is not punished for that. Oh, and now Coffeyville's sensing a chance to maybe is able to get a touch on it. Will at least force Allen to throw it back in. Just was running backward, stopped, said, nope, I'm going for that, and was just about able to take that away. That is exactly how the first goal happened, or rather how the first penalty kick was happened that led to the first goal, but still, And then almost the second goal happened. Same spot, perhaps the same player. And launches that one up there. Goalie shouldn't have any problem holding it. Releases. No pressure on him. Players watching their man. Ooh. Mishits that a bit. So Allen opts to go all the way back to their own goalie. And Coffeyville is pressing forward. Allen's got a chance to see if they can use some of that speed to their advantage, and that is offside by a country mile, everyone. That's the problem. You got to wait to use that speed until the ball is actually touched. That was well won there by Allen, who's Coffey will be happy to watch that go out. You know, I just noticed that all of the hurdles are presumably back in position here. Seems like a potential hazard there. Maybe at halftime, might move those aside a little bit. If you look over to the away tunnel, they've got theirs kind of set up in that sort of that little I don't know, escorting them, guarding them, whatever you want to say. We'll have to fix that. Until then, Allen is on the attack. Good ball there, top of the 18, tries to turn, is unsuccessful, launches it back up. Unfortunately, it's a 4-on-1 type of situation. Don't know if he's going to be able to carry that all on his own. Won't stop him from trying, though. A little connection there. The Allen player really sold that foul, and he earns it from the referee. The referee letting them know what's up in his ball cap. Expected a sunny day out here at almost 7:30 in the evening in October. Coffeyville fighting for that ball over there. Not going to let him get away with it easily. Launched up a little bit. They'll be out for a throw-in. And yet again, another Allen throw over the touchline. Ball's kind of stuck on the far side there, finally trying to get it back over. And that'll be out for yet another Allen throw. Coffeyville's turn to try to restart this play. It's kind of stuck again on the far side. We'll see if one team or the other get a hold of it. Well, all right, excellent job there, winning the throw in. Ooh, yeah, it's a bit of a late challenge there. Again, kind of sold a little. Pretty sure that's the same Allen player as last time. But, you know, nothing wrong with selling it a little bit. Let the referee know you were fouled, that you deserve a free kick. As Allen's got a pretty good set-piece opportunity here. And well, the referee was indicating one to play to stop for a second. And here comes the kick. Long range effort, and by long range, I mean wide. Long and wide. Having trouble getting one on net right now is the visiting Allen team. Still, attempts do mean something. Maybe just trying to calibrate it at this point. Pops that one high up. Not one on the first ball there, so they'll be out for an Allen throw. Bit of a challenge there from the back, and Coffeyville will win a throw in. Oh, okay. Well stopped there from stretching Coffeyville sub. Oh, late hit there from that same player that's already had a couple fouls called in his favor. Number 46 on Allen JV team. And looks like they're going to send just about everyone up. Okay, no. Just a bit of time spent to get that player out from in front of the ball. Kind of catches that off of his knee there. He's going to keep traveling back as I think he was offside, but he wasn't able to quite get into position there. The referee's going to wave that one off and let Coffeyville continue. And that just travels over the defender's head, and a couple good touches later, and Coffeyville's got a good attack brewing. Got 5 up. Just kind of travels past him there, not able to get that one under control. "19 minutes left in the first half. Coffeyville still leading from an early penalty kick. And defender tried to get a little bit cute with it. Now he's lost control. He's got someone on the far side. He goes to the far side. Oh, just catches that one a little bit high. Oh, he was in perfect position, practically an open net, but maybe up a little too far for that. That's one of those where you it's really difficult to judge distance, not a lot of time. Had to sort of plant himself in front of there. Very, very close. Excellent opportunity for the Red Ravens. And looks like we got some substitutions here before the goal kick. Near one. That is not going anywhere he wanted, I don't think. He's got white shirts to aim for. Runs through with it. He's able to get... Oh! Good hands there by the goalie, who read that perfectly. Rose to the task this time. Excellent decision to play that back to the Red Raven goal. Under heavy pressure. Oops, caught him a little flat-footed there as he was probably waiting for a shorter ball than that. And the Allen defender just says, you know what? That needs to go out. Give us a second to reset our defense here. A good call, I think. Allen's got a chance to break out here. Good first touch. He's got 2 wingers running onto it. Gets it to 1. The other did not time his run very well, and he's offside by quite a bit. But since the goalie picked it up, the referee will wave it off. That is the 3rd time that same player has been in an offside position in an attacking play this half. That is not great. And the worst part is that he might not even realize it if he didn't even glance over at the linesman, so he might just keep making that mistake. He may be outside as well. No, he is not, according to the linesman. And, oh, brought down in the box, but no penalty kick this time. Instead, he will only get a corner kick. Yeah, it did seem like he was attempting to buy himself a penalty kick right there. There was a little contact, but not enough to necessitate a call. So he will just get a corner kick, although judging by the placement and some of the aerial battles we've seen so far, it seems like Coffeyville has a good chance to snag something from this. It's a little bit more difficult to tell offside from this position since we're positioned at about the 30-yard line on the defending Ravens side, but that's okay. That's why we have linesmen who are lined up with the last defender. as we have what looks like maybe an in-swinging near post corner here. One of my favorites if it is. Changes his mind here. He's got an Allen player traveling behind him as he goes to the sidelines. It is an in-swinger. Oh, nice flying header right there. I like that. Not going to end up traveling towards the net, but that was a good hit. He was kind of flying at that at sort of a 45-degree angle, so the fact that he got any contact on that is actually pretty good. Just a little bit more, and it would have dropped it for one of the other players waiting near the top of the box. Some thumping clearance there. That'll be out for Allen throw. Could hear that one from all the way up here on the 5th floor. And you too, on mic, could hear that since we have our microphone here to record all that. You can thank the production team up here if you're enjoying the crowd sounds, the players yelling at each other, the coaching staff, all of the sounds. If you listen closely, the crickets. Another beautiful night. I think the referee is saying, was he indicating that was a foul throw? Or was he saying he wanted him to take it from further back, perhaps, or from a different position? I was about to say, because he didn't make a foul throw. I think he was indicating he didn't care for where it was being taken, or maybe he wanted him to wait until after he'd signaled since there was a substitution. Either way, and oh, that falls sweetly for an Allen player as he's being tracked down by a Coffeyville defender who does his everything to deny him what could have been another dangerous Allen chance. A lot of them have come from their left wing. Ooh, it's a great bit of thievery there, as Dirk Andrews would say. That'll be out for a Coffeyville throw. And that's not going to go far at all. I think that's Keelan on the sideline there, helping out. Or not. Can't tell from here. Way too far away. I have an optometrist appointment next month. Oh, Coffeyville with the chance at a breakaway. Kind of comes off his head a little awkwardly, though, but he's able to bring it back under control. He's got some targets to aim for. Well-placed ball to his teammate. It's going to be kicked out for a corner kick. Good opportunity for Coffeyville. Up about at the penalty spot, and Allen is on the attack again. It's going to be out for an Allen throw. Coffeyville with another good opportunity, floats it over. And the attack just breaks down a little bit. And Allen with an excellent opportunity. Plays it off to the far post, and it is going to go wide. right, Coffeyville taking a second to sub a few players on. Allen playing pretty far back right now. Except for one player who is hoping to force an error there, but no such happening. As Coffeyville sends it over the defense. And is he calling a foul against Coffeyville? He is indeed. That will be an Allen free kick. Doesn't get far. It's under heavy pressure there. Do well to release that one fast. And he didn't. So Coffeyville will be the winners of that. And he's got options. Oh, just flies across the face of goal, just tantalizingly. If anyone could get a possible touch on that. I think that was off an Allen defender last. Yes, it is. So Coffeyville will have the throw in there. Yeah, there was one player that was on the near post, another that was kind of up close to the top of the box. If there had been someone at the rear, that would have been an easy tap-in, but, you know, can't predict that's going to happen all that far away. Interesting. Trying to sell himself another PK there, but the referee says nothing to it. Needs to be a bit more obvious than that. So just over 8 minutes left in this first half, and Allen has not managed to equalize, and Coffeyville has not managed to put a second one on the board. Has not been for lack of trying for either team. And the goalie drops it to his right defender, who's looking to send it up. Tries to backheel it towards Coffeyville defender, does eventually find him. Once again, Allen's going to try to pounce on that mistake. They've got a lot of men up. They're all onside. The sweeper's holding back. And now the Coffeyville quickly getting their line up. You can hear shouts of line, urging everyone to pay attention, but it's not going to matter. That's a good little spin right there. Takes a shoulder charge to the back and just keeps going. Going to use some of that speed. And poked away by the Allen defender, but will at least get a throw-in from that. Excellent work there. Earned himself that throw. Was able to take that all the way up the field by himself. Looks like he'll have a second chance to be a part of this play. Tries that back heel again, takes a clip, and a little slow to get up, but he does get up, and Coffeyville will have a free kick from a pretty dangerous position. There's probably a lot of lefties here who are fancying trying to float that in to the far post. He's got some options there. He's got, I was about to say, he has a winger to his left who's now marked, so maybe a little less popular of a choice. And it's now a player standing roughly 5 feet away from the ball and takes it right foot instead. Oh, just tries to sink that one in on his own, and it's not far off. Just bounces off the crossbar there and up and over. About as close as you can get as Allen substitutes here. And Allen dealing with a high press Coffeyville here. See if they're going to be able to make it out of their own defensive third. Yep. Hang on. We got some technical issues. Starting now. Now we got two. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, Hello, everybody, this evening. This is Jared Schicky, head men's women's soccer coach here at Coffeyville. How are you tonight, Ryan?
I'm doing great. This is a great game. I saw you down there on the sidelines watching it. You left your golf cart.
I did. It's there just in case of emergencies. Now, heaven forbid something bad happens. So
I thought it was like marking your territory, though. It's like, hey, this side belongs to me.
Well, wherever the golf cart is somewhere near I'll roam. So
that's true. It's very true. So what do you think about this first half? What are we looking at that's positive? What needs to be worked on?
Well, actually, we're quite pleased, with the boys here. We've got a good group of lads here. Now they've been training hard all semester. This is their fourth game, I think. And of course, the second team's going to kind of have their focus in the spring. So trying to get these minor adjustments and get all these guys into a system that they can play together and kind of, each grow. So I was really pleased with the, the opening 20 minutes or so. I think both teams have kind of settled in a little bit. It's becoming a bit of a tennis match.
Absolutely.
Now, but
how do you feel about that penalty kick that had no further action coming from it?
Which one? The one that was scored, or the one that we thought was going to be called again?
There were a couple that were near ones there, but it seemed like it was a denial of a pretty obvious goal-scoring opportunity in the box when he had clearly beaten the goalie. We were all kind of surprised that it was just a penalty kick.
Well, actually, I've had some referees in the last few years basically tell me that they don't want to be in situations necessarily where they issue both.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you get the penalty in that situation, you're probably not going to get the red.
Would you expect a yellow, though, in that type of situation?
Yeah, but, in the end, I think he's just, it's early into the match at that point. Come on, Owen, what do you got there for us, fella?
Oh, just slipped up there in the last, but it's not over yet. Looking for help on the far post. It's going to be just ahead of him. He should be able to get under control.
The ball's still in play. You got Wilmer running him down here. That was Owen Barker there that was attacking the space there and looking to distribute.
Yeah, he's actually been really good for his time on the field this half.
He's a smart kid. Smart kid, reads the game well, loves football, you can tell.
Absolutely. Who was that on the near side who was making that run all the way from midfield, who almost carried it in by himself until he got brought down just about 5 yards outside the box?
Well, I think we had that attack where Colton Slavin was on the flank here, and it was I think Rolando Lobo who was able to get get involved in that, and then he's the same one that took that free kick that went off the post. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Rolando.
Boy, all I can think about is how different my life would be if that were my first and last name.
Well, I think that's fair. A good, strong name goes a long ways. Now, my wife will tell you that if I had my way, my kids would all be named differently. But in the end, I think that she was right to.
Would they be named after football players?
Well, pretty close to it, yeah, actually. I actually was a big fan of the name Tobin when my second daughter was born.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Fan,
Absolutely.
She plays for Arsenal now.
She does. I saw that signing.
It's actually my club.
Wasn't that just signed this season?
Yeah, very recently. Yeah, and so if there's anybody out there that doesn't like the Gunners, don't tell me about it because I love them. So.
Well, at least the female Gunners.
No, I've been an Arsenal fan through and through. I've been to their pitch when I was in England. It was kind of special to me. So.
Oh wow!
But
got to head all the way up to North London.
Yeah, absolutely. We kicked all about that area there way back in 2009. I think was that when I was in the England area. And so speaking of England, we've got, as you guys know, Coach Barker is from Nottingham, England.
Absolutely.
And Coach Schlesinger, who's standing up on the sidelines there, he does the majority of the heavy lifting on the second team here. He's from the Los Angeles, California area.
Of England.
Yeah, of England, yeah. So I like to think that we've got some coaches, some cultured coaches. We bring a lot of different perspectives on our staff. So
yeah, and that is always good to have a diversity of opinion. We have a stoppage of play while they check and make sure this Allen player is all right. It's been great to watch some of these guys play. I recognize a few of them from class.
Yeah, this would be a good moment for it too. Let's see. So Micah Dozier is out there right now, Independence High School graduate. It's right up the road. Let's see. The thing is from somewhere outside. I always get
Was
his
he
high
from
school wrong.
Kansas City?
No, he's a Tulsa area player.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and I don't want to misquote his high school because I know how competitive they are up in that Tulsa area. So
I really want to know what high school he is from now.
yeah, and so let's see. We got some Topeka High School graduate out there too. There, Carlos Garzono's out there. I mentioned Owen before. He's playing out of England. Let's see. Rolando's another Kansas kid. Patrick Grady's up there in the attack. Daniel Recrucio. Yeah, and then of course that's Jodar over on that far side. He's a Kansas player from KC area as well. So yeah, and then of course Aaron Ponce is in goal.
Yes.
He's Dodge City.
I was about to say, I actually recognize him from class. He's probably the only player that I was 100% positive that was him.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I realized I didn't do us any justice, did I, Ryan, with those white numbers on those jerseys?
Yeah, I think even if I had a roster, it would be a close one. Also, I'm glad that I found out how his name was pronounced. I've always wondered that since I had him in class, but I thought it would be a weird topic to broach.
Which one's that, Ponce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like on paper, but that's not him. It's Ponce. All right, have time for one last attack here. 37 seconds left in the first half. Like you said, it's been a bit of a tennis match since those. God, there were like so many good chances on goal, so many one-on-ones. Even Allen had probably about 3 good chances within about 10 minutes.
I agree. Yeah, they broke free a few times. It's a good back and forth. It is. I mean, the possession's there. You just like to see a little bit more moving the ball side to side, kind of feeling each other out and looking for those opportunities. But
both sides have been trying to send it forward and kind of losing it in the midfield a few times. So we're kind of wondering what changes the coach doing the heavy lifting on the sidelines will make, all the way from Los Angeles. And all right, that is the end of the first half. So we're going to stretch, get all of our bearings here, enjoy some of that fresh air. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
Sounds good, buddy.
I got to see some of the stream from that the second I was in a safe spot to watch. It was pretty good. Men's game on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Here versus Dodge.
Yeah. Wasn't Dirk here for those? I was about to say, it was good stuff. So that is what, 10-0 and 1? Or is it 11-0?
10 on 1, 11 matches played.
Yeah, that one was a hell of a game. You could hear people screaming up in the score box, screaming during that one. There was one last Wednesday, one that went into the second half of overtime with 2 penalty kicks. So
that was crazy.
With the game tire at 0.4 seconds left. You could see that goal coming like a train wreck, like you're trying to say, get off the tracks, This is gonna be bad. That was crazy, but worst thing that came of it was a draw. I was talking to some of the, I think, well, I probably shouldn't use names. She was saying that the guys needed that.
Yeah, I mean, same reason why we were able to positive out of the girls.
Yeah.
Without losing, too.
Especially when the other team wants it that bad. It's like, holy crap, they didn't give up even when when it went back to 3-1. Your average team is just gonna start getting seriously demoralized after that. In a surprisingly clean game for all the guys too, all things considered. Oh, that was But that was really, really good. So it went on for 110 minutes. I mean, what do you expect? But yeah. So the next one is Johnson tomorrow, right? Lead at 2.
just under 3, yeah. It's Overland Park. And so Overland Park is closer to KCK is. So we'll go to KCK. So Overland Park.
Oh, okay. I was actually kind of like, that was pretty quick. Oh, 15 minutes-ish. So, for comments on this area, which we're not here, why are the linesmen dressed like you in your long sleeve mustard yellow shirt, whereas the center referee is wearing like a neon yellow street crossing shirt?
Why do you put up with this?
Because it's weird. Also,
Hey, and I'm glad you brought that up. You and Dirk were lucky. I didn't bump into you in those 2 days after you got you know that goal score, and he was like, Dijon mustard and something, and I'm like, man, you guys sound so country right now. You know? Come on, yellow's our preferred, one of our actual school colors, so I broke it out.
Is it really?
Yeah. Look, mate.
Oh.
Oh, so like, yeah, no, like it's straight from marketing. Yeah, every school's got to have a third one. Like when I was at Pratt, their third one was like a neon yellow or like neon green. But ours makes sense because it's actually in the boot. And so like I don't know if you see the girls' quarter zips with white quarter zips like that.
Oh, yeah.
So I actually did the Raven in 3 colors, so it actually has the yellow symbol and the Adidas symbols in yellow. So I'm trying to bring back some of the yellow, man. I like yellow, so you guys are talking about train.
Well, now you're going to be on air, so it's time for you to talk up the yellow. I don't know if you noticed, we like talking about picks. Which team was that? Was the one that had like the brown stripe going down?
Oh, that's the
that was supposed to
worst.
look like gold. I was like, it looks like dirt.
Garden City is no, it is. It's that ugly yellow and brown.
Yeah, that's just so bad. See, it does matter.
Yeah, and theirs were bad. Yeah, because they were wearing like those, a brown stripe through it. Well, Dodge City looked like a bunch of bananas on Saturday. Yeah, but I mean, I guess I'm conflicted too. If I was at a school that was purple, I wouldn't want to wear all black. Because I played in a purple school and I hated it.
I was about to say, is that giving you some Orlando flashbacks?
So I'm only going to go there inside.
That's fine. I'm going to get started here. Oh, wait. Okay, I guess that wasn't the kickoff. Ready, set,
And we're back for the second kickoff of the second half. First one didn't take. Don't think they had the timer ready to go, as you heard the siren going off as they were taking that kick. So we were discussing cool school colors up here. Do you want to fill in the audience with what you told me?
Oh, well, I was just commenting on how when I was listening back to one of our previous streams, how you and Mr. Andrews were commenting on the awful color of our yellow kits, and I had to remind you.
I don't think we called it awful.
I mean, I don't know. He listed a bunch of different yellow foods, and none of them were all that appealing. And but no, we were just pointing out that even though that's great. That's great for us.
That's going to go for a quarter kick.
I just point out, even though the Red Ravens and primary colors are red and white, but actually yellow is one of our school colors. So
is that just like the tertiary color, or is the yellow like paired with something else?
Well, I coach football, so I have no idea what you mean by tertiary.
Oh, like third? I think that came off of Coffeyville last, yeah. But I was actually sitting here kind of like wondering, now when you said we named a bunch of unappetizing foods, should we have said what the most appetizing yellow food is?
No, you should have just been like, man,
like
I don't know what Chicky's done over there in that yellow, but boy, those are fly, something along those lines. So, you guys have already pointed out that I sound raspy and hoarse, and so I
think there's probably a good reason for that.
Just can't please everybody.
We can hear you from the sidelines up here on the 5th floor, so there's a reason. Oh, that was a nice ball over the top.
Well, it's
a good header.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Defender was wise. I think he clipped his own goalie on the head.
He might have got banged up there.
Hopefully he'll be able to get up. Yeah, it looks like of all the people you want to be kicked in the face by, your own defender is probably low on that list.
Oh, man. And, that's unfortunate, too, because clearly he's doing everything right. He's coming out on that. Are they going to stop the clock or not?
Oh, they just checking to make sure that he's all right. Okay, it looks like they're going to go ahead and continue play right there. He's okay. And looks like the physio was all the way on the pitch, still kind of hanging out on the far post, being safe there. Okay, good. She is checking him out, I think. Is she going through like a concussion protocol just to be safe?
You know, I think that's kind of, the norm now at this point. If they're going to let anybody stay after a little knock on the head, they want to have them checked out. Now, I bet had he been a field player, they would have probably pulled him off, made him sub out. But there's a little bit of leeway for the goalkeepers because, especially in a scenario like this,
well, it's a good
you
thing
wouldn't want to bring the goalkeeper out.
I don't think he got hit that hard. Just kind of clipped him a little bit as he was moving past, which is good.
Well, it's a good start for Coffeyville so far. High pressure, trying to put Allen County in some difficult situations and make them deal with it. And so, only a few minutes into the game. What is that? The second corner kick already?
Oh,
or the second half.
I mean, we've already seen there was that player who just threw it in. That was the one who had the run from midfield all the way
that's
just
Danny.
outside the box.
That's Danny Rickencio. Yeah, nice play. So Jodar's on the ball here. Oh, he's going to wish he had that one back. It's a good recovery.
No, you can at least get Coffeyville time to get back on defense there. I think the reason I recognize him is he looks like his shorts are longer than everyone else's, and I'm not sure why.
That's fair.
I think it's a fashion statement. And Coffeyville's got a chance to, takes that first time. Not able to find it all the way through. It's going to go, well, I was about to say it was going to go all the way to the right wing, but it does not.
Well, promising on the attack here for Allen County.
That was a good choice right there.
Danny goes in, sweeps it clean, gives him a chance to reset.
Was there a deflection? Okay, because the linesman pointed the opposite way, but I guess the ref waves him off. Did you see the multiple offsides calls that were waved away by the referee on that first half?
Yeah, I did. He was definitely convinced he was going to make that decision himself. So we'll let that stand.
I mean, I'm sure his thought was to let Coffeyville continue with the play, but we're kind of just thinking up here. It's like, I wonder what that's going to do to the forward who doesn't realize he's constantly been offside. And
that's a really nice play there. He's delayed it.
Another good one just through the defense. Is able to.
Looks like a handball.
Yeah, the referee's going to bring that one back. That's too bad because he fought for that one. That's a movement we've seen a lot. That little kind of just like floating it over the back. Also in that first half, there was a really good chance on goal where opted to play around the goalie and then tried to get it on the second touch, but got closed down by the defender. Seemed like it would have been a great chance to just chip the goalie right there.
You always feel that way, but in real time, that's one of the harder shots. I can tell you that.
I can't even do that in FIFA.
Well, yeah, as a coach, I mean, you'd almost rather seen them just kind of pound it into the net, take a toe poke instead of trying to Lionel Messi their way around a goalkeeper in those little moments, but. Oh, that ball stayed in play. That's well done. You don't see that very often. So.
I was sitting there saying,
the
throw in, goal kick, neither.
Flag keeps in play. Owen's in a good spot. Try and keep him down here.
Well, they'll still have a chance to keep it back there. But yeah, that was one of those where I think it was a really good movement to beat the goalkeeper, but that defender, the Allen defense in particular, has been pretty speedy to try to get on top of those.
Yeah, they got some pace, don't they, Ryan?
Yeah, which is good. It's what you want to see. See, just some contact there.
Yeah, it's a studs into this, into his shin pads there.
Referee's able to.
Oh, Patrick. I'm not sure that's Patrick. No.
Can't let that one go. The referee sees everything with his ball cap on to shield him from the glaring lights of the field.
Well played. It is pretty bright out here.
It is.
Surprisingly bright. To be fair, when kickoff started, there was definitely some sun that you had to deal with, but there's not much of it now.
True.
Just beautiful lights. That's well done, Micah Dozier.
That was
intercepts that ball.
That was going straight through to a forward who was on a full sprint there. He was ready to pick that up. Wasn't Micah Dozier playing in the back last year?
Yeah. He's since he's come up, he's an Independence High School graduate. Spent a lot of time in the midfield as a high school player, but that was more kind of to develop the feet because he was always going to be a big lad. I mean, he was a starting right back as a freshman in high school. Wow, he's made a meal out of that.
Oh, no.
What do we do with it here?
He's going to be able to get – wait a minute.
Come on, Owen.
Settle it.
Oh,
Jeez.
oh boy.
That was a mad scramble by the defense there trying to pick up that. That was a very bad pass back to his own goalkeeper. You know the goalkeeper's thinking, what do you want me to do with that?
Yeah, really, he's done quite well, to tell you the truth, to do anything with that, honestly.
Yeah, and Allen's able to scrape away without increasing their deficit, let's say. And that's, oh, he's still got a second chance there, but his winger had stopped his run by then. I guess he was convinced that was it. If he kept going, he could have been on a breakaway.
I think Coffeyville's doing well. We're doing well of getting behind the ball. When the attack builds up, like here we are.
Speaking of getting behind the ball.
Yeah, 9 guys behind the ball working. And then getting forward, trying to get these, offense-defense transitions and try and get us the numbers we need. Owen's done well there. Looks like he got banged up a bit.
Yeah, there's been a lot of really well-weighted balls from long distance that have just gone over the Allen back line, enough to let someone run onto it, which is hard to do up here on the hill. This is one of those non-30-mile-per-hour wind days.
Yeah, they're rare, aren't they, Ryan? They're rare. We usually have to deal with some kind of wind. There's a phenomenon here that I've seen quite a bit.
El Nino.
You and Ryan, you and Derek might have seen it as well. And that's whenever we play these evening games and there's a bit of wind, it never seems like by the time the men's game concludes that the wind has subsided some. It seems like it's never as strong at the end of the night as it is at 5 p.m.
So it's the women who have to deal with it primarily.
A bit more. It just seems like that, Keelan and I prefer if possible to have the wind to start off on the men's a lot of times, just because there's no guaranteeing it's going to be there for the second half.
True. So. Plus, since we play up here more than any other team, obviously, you kind of learn how to take advantage of that.
Yeah, but to be, it's kind of the exact opposite though for me on the women. To tell you the truth, I'd much prefer to have the wind in the second half.
True.
For the women's match.
So I think he was trying to make a triangle there. Ended up being more of an isosceles triangle.
Well, and that's one of those moments there where, even all of us in the booth, we knew exactly what they were doing. So, of course, they were going to read that. You got to be a little bit more dynamic.
True. And that was such a good timed run, too.
If he can put the ball where he needs to. So this is where the team's really been working hard to do well together. Is it here in the press? Put teams in situations where that's a great looking ball.
I think he was onside too. He found just about 6 inches off of where it needed to be. But yeah, there are about 6 Coffeyville players up there that were being a part of that attack by the end of it. And that was all, I think that was, oh God, I can't read his number from here. But the guy who won that by kind of putting his body in front of it and picking it away from the player was the one who caused all that. I could point to him if that would help. Can't see his number. Saw it briefly.
Which one you point at over there?
By the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's Rolando.
Oh, okay. The guy with the name that I wish I had.
Yeah, the envy's coming out already, Mr. Butcher.
It does. When you get stuck with a name like Ryan Butcher, you start looking at those cool names that football players have, and you're like, if only, man, if only. Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Mom.
Gio's done really well there.
Oh, I think he might be able to make something of this. Oh, good move by the goalie that comes flying in to stop that one. Boy, that was close, but it's not over yet.
Well, and Gio, our goalie, he's done well to put that ball there. You'd like to see him go ahead and give it back.
I was wondering if he was going to try to go to aim for the far post there. I don't know if he's left-footed, but he was acting like it, like he wanted that on his favor, like he brought it back to try to hit that, and then he tried to cross it instead.
I agree. He definitely was bringing it back onto his left, whether it was the cross or shoot. Only he will know, and
he's not telling.
Well, maybe he didn't know. It's one of those balls that you just put out there and you wait for the outcome to determine whether or not what you were trying to do. So, if it actually hits the guy in the head, you go, "Oh, what a great cross!"
If
it's a bad one, you go, "Oh yeah,
what I meant to do." That would have been a difficult angle to shoot at. Not an impossible angle, but a difficult one. We've seen balls go in from that angle a lot this season, almost at this half.
Okay.
It's able to sort of force it through. And it finds its way through one way or another. It's going to be out for an Allen throw. Allen's been kind of stuck in their own third for the last, let's say 11 or so minutes.
Yeah.
They had a chance that kind of fizzled, but outside of that, I don't think there's been anything else They were, and which is weird because they were so strong in the first half.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to counter. Now, I did get a chance to talk to their coach beforehand, and they traveled a fair amount of guys, and so I think that they're trying to get most of those guys involved, and so that could throw off a bit of a rhythm,
Ooh, that was a good tackle. Okay, I think
Is
the
there-
referee was saying
yeah.
that was a foul. I thought that was a pretty good
Actually,
one.
yeah, I think he was calling it a foul, and then he was giving them the advantage, and that's a great pass.
It's kind of a heavy first
Yeah,
touch.
You'd
as
like
he
to see him do better with that.
kind of
but
takes a hit, but
very,
keeps it.
very nice and tidy, though, from Rolando. You'd like to see Owen hang on to that ball a bit longer.
Speaking of hanging on to that ball a little bit longer. He's going to take the shot. No, tries to tap it back,
That's
but
close. That's a nice job.
it's not too bad. It's kind of interesting decision that Allen made at the midfield there. He was on a breakaway, but he opted to bring it back and play the right winger on instead, and I think that gave Coffeyville a chance to get their defense back where they needed to be.
Yeah, they're kind of disconnected,
Is he saying that was
Allen
off his
County.
hand, or is he saying there was a shove? Is that what it was indicating?
Yeah, he's telling him to put it
Yeah.
down.
I thought maybe that was off of his elbow or his forearm or something, but it seemed like he was indicating there was a push. And the referee is going to put that in the correct spot, or no, he's going to count off.
Oh, he's just trying to get extra steps now, right?
Well, I'm looking at my steps, and I'm over my 10K for the day, so I'm fine.
Let's see. That's a good point. I forgot. I realized I was wearing my watch for about most of the afternoon before I realized at 2 o'clock that I hadn't turned it on yet. So.
Oh, it doesn't count up automatically?
No, I'm sorry. I hadn't turned my watch on. It was just like literally was just wearing a dead watch around my wrist. Just
no.
hadn't turned it on.
This is the worst thing is when I get all the way to work and I realize I left it charging at home. Like, all these steps are worthless. Mean nothing.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily the case. If they're worthless, but-
Well, I keep getting crap talk from my mom, of all people, who's all like, well, your steps are pretty low this week. Have you been checking out my, like, 80, 90, 100K that I got going on?
Oh, that's cool. Are you in like in a challenge where she can see them as
Yes.
well?
She's
Oh,
all-
that's cool.
She's always at the top of that. Can't stop her.
So Gio's done well there. He can put a ball down the pitch. That's for sure.
I was going to halt play here for a second. I didn't see what made him go down all of a sudden. Looked like he was stretching something out. Is there some contact there off the ball?
Yeah, I didn't see it, honestly, Ryan.
I'm counting on you to see these things.
Yeah.
I got caught ball watching. I expect you to be better than me.
Oh, I was actually looking way down here and checking this Allen County line.
Oh, is he saying? Oh, okay. All
Oh,
right. There's our
booking.
first yellow.
Oh, booking.
You don't get a yellow for a denial of a goal scoring opportunity, but that's where the line is, right there. looks like the knob to sub him out. Although, as we know now, that's not the rule.
No, it's not mandatory anymore. It's still available to you, which is good. It was.
Maybe pull someone out who's gone a bit hot-headed all of a sudden.
Well, that's the logic behind it, but that's part of football. Is being able to play through those moments. And we're in, since we're an unlimited sub league, we as coaches could always take the player off if we felt like they were too hot. And so it was a nice move mainly because there was a lot of inconsistency that we were getting as far as whether or not the goalkeeper has to come off when he or she gets a yellow.
Good question. I'm pretty sure we did sub.
We've seen them on both sides, and and kind of to the point I was trying to make earlier is, the goalkeeper should have some leeway in those scenarios because you don't want to pull a goalkeeper off just for a corner kick. Bring some random straight off the bench. I mean, it's kind of the worst scenario you can imagine. And
although it looks like we are going to sub in a goalkeeper, and who's that going in the net right now?
I'm not sure that's their third change. We made a change at goal. Looks like we've got Gianni in goal now. We had Aaron Ponce in the first half.
Yeah.
Now we got Gianni.
I saw their goalkeeper that was warming up behind our net, and Allen has a chance for a breakaway. That was a good slow down there to just keep it up a little bit, let everyone get back into position. But yeah, they've been playing a lot of goalies.
Yeah, they brought all three, and they definitely wanted to play him. I didn't. I anticipated that too. He said he was going to split the 30s with the goalkeepers. Yeah. Oh, he's through.
Oh,
He's through.
nice ball. He's
Give it
got.
up. Come
Oh,
on,
good
Colton.
ball.
Oh,
Takes
wow.
first time and second. Oh.
you'd like to see him kind of take that into the space where it was available.
Yeah, I
So
don't
nice
think he was
early-
expecting to have that much
It
space.
was a nice early cross from Colton, though. At first,
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see him attack, but he put it right on his feet, gave him a chance to go 1v1, so that was a nice ball in.
It's a
Early
good-
cross is valuable there.
That was a good touch to the outside of
I
the
like that one, so.
boot there. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the offense is playing really well right now.
I like the energy that our boys have got, our bench has
Yeah.
got. I can hear it. You know,
Chasing down every
yeah,
single one of those
yeah,
50-50
you can
balls.
Hear, you can hear David and Keelan got a lot of energy over there for the for our sideline. So.
And you said this is their fourth game this season?
Yeah.
Ooh, so close.
And we've had some good matches. Actually, I think the score last time, because this is actually the second time they've played this Allen County group, and it was a 7-4 score the
jeez.
last time with Allen County getting the best of us. And so this is a better football score line, 1-0. We've played about 60 minutes, and so, oh, man, if you can stay
He's
on.
onside.
All right, Tullamore definitely is. You can take him on.
Oh, takes a heavy touch there.
Yeah, he's got
runs
some
it
pace,
down.
though, the Kiwi. He's got some pace.
I think that was probably his best choice there in terms of where he kind of worked himself into. And hey, he won a corner kick out of it, and that was on target. So
Yeah,
can't say no to that. But man, 7-4. I'm guessing that was the away game.
Yeah. There wasn't much to be said about defending that day. I mean, both teams played hard and well. It's just
Speaking of FIFA,
they were on the grass.
score
Yeah, they were on the
lines.
grass pitch. You could tell there was a lot of poor passing and things like that. That just kind of we're spoiled with this AstroTurf. Sometimes we don't know
It
how
is
to play on regular grass
It's
anymore.
pretty nice AstroTurf. We'll try that a second time.
Well, and there's so many pitches now that when you actually do play on grass, it's rare.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised when you said that they played on a grass pitch. Like, was it their football field, like their football team?
No,
like their American
Allen
football
County
team?
is one of the few schools that still has a grass pitch, and Cali did have one up until this year. They're putting in a turf field as well, and so I don't think there's any other grass fields remaining on the in the Jayhawks. Oh, that's unlucky. He's done really well there.
That was tricky right there.
Tullamore's been active. He's the one that scored the first goal, created the penalty. He's been active the second half.
I can't believe he was able to thread about 3 sets of legs there. It's going to come down to who wins this on the first one. Drop it back to the keeper. Yep, that's still Aaron in goal, I think.
No, that's
Or is that not
Gio.
Aaron?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
then
no,
that's Gio.
yeah, Gio.
I'm squinting so hard. How are your eyes still so good? You're not even wearing glasses.
Hey, man, I tell you what, that's all I got, eyes and ears anymore. Eyes and ears.
I mean, those are two pretty important things to have. I was kind of joking about the fact that I have an optometrist appointment next month. That's not a lie. I'm going to go see the optometrist for the first time in 5 years. I think I need new glasses. Because once it gets to about where they are, it gets a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the optometrist since grade school. I'm not sure.
It's funny because they were asking me, do you still live here? Nope. Are you still married? Nope. All right, it's like just asking me all these questions.
Updating
I'm
all
like,
the different stuff.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, guys.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time. No. Eyes are still good. As you can tell, my voice box is struggling and things. But
For a second, I thought you were going to say the eyes are still there. I was like, can confirm.
yeah, my eyes.
Although
are
I have seen a few halves where I wasn't sure the eyes were going to stay there. And he's going to.
Well, you got Allen County on the attack now.
Oh, he had a good chance. That was coming in way too hot, though, to hit it from that, first time. Allen is their first big attack of this half. It's kind of going to fizzle out to a throw-in here. Oh, a throw-in for Coffeyville, no less. Speaking of that energy, it's up there helping out.
Yep.
Referee is very strict about proper throw-in positioning here.
That's great. That's great. I like seeing him being so particular, honestly.
We had a pretty raucous crowd down there tonight.
Yeah, I got the whole women's team's there.
Which I was kind of
first
wondering if
team.
they'd be here. I thought maybe they would be trying to go to bed early, get a good night's sleep, because I got an early-ish game tomorrow.
Ah, man, but come on, they're college kids, you know.
Yeah.
If they're in bed by 10 or 11, they're in good space, and it's a 7 p.m. kickoff. So now we want to support, second team kids
Right.
are great. They're out supporting the first team, and we want to make sure that the men's and women's teams are reciprocating that
Absolutely.
as best they can.
I had a college student in my 9 o'clock class say today that he had gone to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning last night. And he's like, if I'd done that, you'd be looking at a corpse right now. I would be dead in front of the class.
Well, I'm not really certain what his advantage was of telling you that, because if he's in class, then
I mean, I'm
he's
glad he's in class.
He's basically admitting to you that he's going to be worthless in class. I mean, if he's only been up for an hour or two, 'cause I assume that was one of your morning classes.
I'm not going to lie. I may have had some late night civilization marathons that started at 6 p.m. and ended at 6 a.m., and I still went to morning class anyway. But yeah, it's like you said, I was probably worthless in that class when it happened. Sorry, all my professors listening to this.
Well, it looks like these kids have got plenty of rest, because, they're playing hard.
Oh, is he going to opt us in? Okay, good. He's going to bring that back. There were a couple Allen players who were hoping that he might try to go back.
Yeah, gambling a bit, weren't they? Just kind of hoping.
Well, you can't win if you don't gamble at least a little bit. Way to throw that Allen player off and stay with it. Beats two there.
Nice play from Jodar. Good side-to-side play here. Kind of see what opens up a bit.
Who was that who won that initial ball again?
That's Jodar right down here. Yeah, on the right side. He's playing the right back.
He's been a pretty solid player.
Yeah, he's athletic as well. Tough young man.
Which is what you want in a defender. You want to win a lot of those 50-50 balls, if not necessarily by being faster, by being, fitter and more physical.
Yeah, he's definitely a firm body. He's done well to kind of lower his shoulder in there and create some positioning with his body, enough for him to get a chance to win the ball.
He tries to pop that up and find some help with it, but is able to bring it back. And,
he's done well there. Danny's done well.
That was a well-placed header right there. I think we're just going to let that go out for a throw-in. It's been a pretty exciting second half. I'm kind of surprised the scoreline's still the same.
Yeah, there's been plenty of chances. A few for Allen. But, yeah, I feel like, Coffeyville's had the run of play most of the second half.
Was that Micah coming off in the center?
Yep. Looks like Micah and Jodar coming off. Dominic Mendoza, Ian Edwards checking in. We saw Ian in the first half. Started at the right back side, so he's getting back involved.
Ooh, that was a crucially won ball there as the linesman helps.
Yeah, right.
I have been a linesman before, though. When it comes that far away, you're just like, I kind of don't want to put my stamp on it.
Yeah, you get stuck in between, right? You want to be helpful, but then you also don't want to do anything that's going to sacrifice your positioning.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna pop that one up over his head. He'll be out for an Allen throw. 21 minutes left in this second half. Still 1-0. We know how they played against Allen on the away game. How did the other two games go for the second team?
They went well. They played NEOFC. I think that one finished 4-3. Really good competitive match. And honestly, we tied it in the last 10 minutes or so, and the goal was disallowed with an offsides.
Oh.
Other match, sadly, I think we were on the losing end of that too by a goal. It was early on in the season, so this is more kind of getting an idea of how the kids are going to play together. Kind of looking towards the spring, like I said, when the bulk of the second team matches will be in the spring, so that there can be a stronger focus on their development.
Will those spring matches be broadcast?
That's tough. We'd like to have a few of them done, but I haven't had that conversation with our digital media people. So even though they're hearing me talk right now, so that's kind of the start of it here.
Andrew's kind of running between the other thing. I think he's in charge of tonight.
But that's the plan, is we're going to make sure everything's going to have footage, the live streams as much as possible. Is that a foul throw? Did you see it?
I was hoping the referee didn't see that.
Foul throw big time. So I guess I've got a correction to make. I've got a parent here that's texting me and telling me that I neglected to say that Ian Edwards, who just checked in, it might have been him that set up that first opportunity on the goal.
Well, good.
So,
see?
Peter, if you're still listening, don't be too upset with me for missing that one.
I was afraid for a second when you said I got a parent text me. I was like, uh-oh.
No, not at all. He'll probably have a hoot there that I included him in the
Well, good.
broadcast too.
Good,
Sorry,
good, good.
Pete, but yeah, I'm on it, man.
And
I
where's he
missed that.
watching this game from?
Well, let's see. Ian, who just stepped up and won that ball, he's a Webb City kid. Graduated from Webb City High School. Actually, he's spent the bulk of his time. Oh, that was silly.
Yeah.
Spent the bulk of his time growing up actually in southeastern Kansas, and then he moved to the Webb City area. That's where he graduated high school, played his high school soccer over there. But I remember coaching Ian when he was 5, 6 years old in the Independence area, and my mom coaching him and stuff too. There's a few of those kids out here actually. Anthony Medrano's there in the middle. He's an Independence High School kid. He played club soccer for me in the high school area. Micah played club soccer for me, and Zane Stevenson is out there as well. He's a field. It looks like actually I think Zane's about to check in again at the left back.
Oh, I see him.
He's a Field Kinley kid that played club soccer for me as well. So special connection with this second team.
I was about to say, get a lot of history. He's got some options there.
That's a nice try.
Oh.
That's a nice try.
Kind of went behind him a little bit.
Yeah, Colton's looking to distribute there. That's the second time he's giving a player in the box a chance to score.
Ooh, kind of heavy first touch.
Yeah, I would like to see him kind of open up a bit there.
Another heavy touch, but Allen player's going to keep it, kind of hacking away at him a bit. Kind of lucky he didn't make any connection there to his heels. Could have been bad. And he's making his run. Oh,
get a
that
touch
could
to
fall
Lamar.
for him. Oh, but here comes the second one. Take it away from the goalie.
Come on.
The goalie is on fire right now. Nice. Very
Wow.
nice. Is almost able to
Very switched
slip that
on.
through from about 25 yards
Yeah,
out.
very switched on.
That
That's a
was,
good look from Colton.
I wonder if the ref is going to bring that back. He was, that's going
It's
to
great
stop it
activity
right there.
for the ball in. Tullamore makes a run at him.
That was some
Tony
real-
Medrano running him down for the 50-50, and good awareness by Colton to try and put it back. Oh, the keeper's done well there. And his
That was a
back line
real
players,
intelligent shot right there to see that the goalie's out of his box. If I could just place it, I got a good chance of having it go in. But
Yeah, he did the job. He did the job. Absolutely, he made him figure it out.
All right, that was probably the biggest chance we've seen of this second half out of everything. But now, that one's going up a little high. It's close though, right?
Yeah, it's a good look on goal. I mean, it's a tough ball to redirect at that angle.
True.
And so he's done well there.
That's one of those where you don't know, do I try to bring it down? Do I try to knock it back towards the
There's
top
no
of the
chance.
goal?
There's no chance of bringing it down at this
Yeah.
level. Yeah, the quicker the better. It's when they bring it down that really they put themselves in situations to get smashed.
Oh, speaking
they
of
give
putting
away-
himself in a situation.
You'd like to see him do better than that.
I think he scuffed that one a little bit. You could see him swinging at it like he really wanted to put his whole body in, but he was a little off
a
balance,
bit
I
of a
think.
dove.
Well.
But,
But, oh, man.
Coffeyville's on the end of each ball here. They're winning it. You'd like to see Tony what kind of decision
That's
he
a
makes
much better
here.
ball this time.
Oh,
Whoa.
damn near an own goal.
That was an interesting clearance right
Yeah.
there. Man.
They're all 6s and 7s at the back now. I mean, if Coffeyville could, kind of settle in and, take advantage of a few of these chances, they might be able to net the second goal.
Yep. Credit where credit is due, though. The goalie has been on point. The defense has been quick to recover to stop that final push. So we'll see where we go here off of this corner kick after we get it in the perfect spot. It's very important. What's the referee seeing right now? Some action by the goalie. Looks like they're imitating each other right now.
Yeah, it's always that man on the keeper and the guy that's defending him that's marking him. There's always a lot of shenanigans.
Oh,
going on there.
that's going in really fast.
That's a decent look at him.
Yeah. So in there, I mean, there was a lot of players that were, there were like 2 sitting right on the line or right on the far post. Like
Yeah,
that.
you would have liked to see us do a little bit better there. Kind of picking out our runs and putting a ball that's, got us a better chance of scoring. But that's why you do you go back and watch the footage. You say this is where we can do things better, try and improve each time. So
That must be really good for the players, too, because you probably get like a tunnel vision sometimes when you're on the pitch, and you can only see so much. But up here, you can see the whole play out. It's kind of a privilege. It's like you can watch it all happening in real time. And speaking of getting to watch it all happen.
that's a good step and win the ball. Looks like they want to get
Tries to
forward.
thread that through. Almost gets it. Swarming that ball right now. Yeah, it's not going to be particularly dangerous.
Thank you very much, right. So that's Zane Stevenson on the ball there.
Was he offside? I guess it's not going to matter. Wasn't sure.
It's
It
not
was
a bad look.
maybe he was stepping.
You know, I think it was a good look at him. I mean, he's
Yeah,
only
the
a few
line's
meters off from actually putting a cross in that's going to hit him.
Yeah. Can't believe he kept that under control.
Oh, there's an easier pass there.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering why the right back didn't kind of spread out a little bit and give him an easier touch. He was only about like 6 feet away. He's got time to signal.
Gio's got
my
a
goodness.
foot on him, man. He's onside.
He can
too,
win
and
it.
that ball's
Oh,
played.
nice.
Crash the goal, Colton. Get some numbers in there.
He's got a runner.
It's a great ball, but he didn't really want to go in.
Jesus. This goalie is not going to be happy for that one.
No.
It's like, what are you thinking? Just carry it out and go out, go the other side.
That's that old dreaded pelvic thrust touch. I
I've
tell you what, I see it at the
I've seen
women's
goals
game all the
of that.
time. You know, it's like just throw their hips at it. It's never going to work out well. He's
Right.
fortunate he didn't concede an own goal there.
I thought it was
honestly.
happening there for a second, so that's a bit fortunate from the Allen team. Oh, good ball. Oh, just
He's supposed to
a little bit of shove there, according to the referee. Oh, come on. Who's going to shove in the box?
Well, I'm going to have to wrap up here, get close to the end of the match, and I'm going to get down there with the team as well. So,
You know, the second you leave the box, there's going to be an amazing play, and you're thinking, man, I wish I could have congratulated the player
that's
there.
why I'm leaving. That's why I'm leaving.
You saying you're bad luck?
The commentator's curse, you know. Like I said, I'm a coach. I'm not a commentator. I probably don't belong up here.
Ooh, but you got to stay for this
could
one,
be
though.
something. Oh, that was ambitious.
That one was all on you. It's cursed.
Yeah. So we'll be back in action tomorrow. Women at Johnson County at 5 p.m. Men at Johnson County 7 p.m.
Do you know where that's going to be streaming?
Johnson County has a link that's usually set up through our KJCCC, so you can find it on the KJCCC site. I can tell you that camera doesn't move very often, so it's a tough stream to follow sometimes. But there absolutely will be one. The men right now we're 9 points clear of the second place in the East.
Wow.
A win tomorrow could go a long ways to almost sealing the conference title.
Is KCK the second team in the East?
Actually, yeah, by a point or so. Like I said, we're 9 points clear of them. I think 10 points clear of Neosho County. The women got a tough match against Johnson County tomorrow, but the women still sit second place in the East with only losses to Hutch and Butler. Butler lost to Cali the other day, and so they're sitting with a loss as well. So big week for the men's and women's teams, trying to end up in those spots where we can host playoff games again. Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. Maybe a bit of a
I'm telling you,
miscommunication there.
now when I do get out of here, Ryan, something's going to happen. And
Yeah,
everybody at home,
probably.
everyone at home is going to know that it's only because I left. I took the sacrifice from this great vantage point, to give the kids the best chance to win.
It looks like they are going to have a pretty good chance
I
here
mean,
in a second.
they're doing well.
Fighting for that one, just fighting a little
Oh,
bit too
yeah,
hard.
it's about-
A little bit too hard.
Well, Ryan, I appreciate it. This is great to be here. I've never, like I said, don't get to see it from this vantage point very often. I apologize to all the fans at home for dulling you to death. But Dirk should be back by the next game, and the Ryan and Dirk combo can get back to doing what they do best. So.
We do look forward to that.
All right. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll see you later. All right, and we are just over 10 minutes left in this second half. Will we see if he was right about that commentator's curse? I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to lay any curses down, but wouldn't surprise me if we see a goal here from Coffeyville late in the second half. It was a good slide in there to win that ball. Still fighting for it in the middle. And Allen's had a lot of problems trying to get out this second half. They were much stronger in the first half in terms of attacking, but they've got a chance here. Tries to backheel it. Finds a run in on the right wing. Just going to tap that one out. Let them have the throw in here as we get under 10 minutes. All right. Sent into the, oh, not the best clearance, and also not the best shot on goal there as it goes far wide, and Coffeyville will escape with only a goal kick. Again, as the seconds tick away, Allen wondering how they can break Coffeyville's lead. Coffeyville wondering if they can extend that lead. Gio taking this goal kick. Oh, that was an excellent touch there towards the side. Trying to force their way through the defense. It's the Coffeyville attack. Allen tries to poach that one, but in the end, just goes back to the midfield. Coffeyville's on the attack again. He's got options on both wings. Opts for the left. Switching over to the right. Turns with it, keeps it. Good ball. He's able to run onto that. Woo! You can see who he was aiming for there. Good hands by the goalie. I think the player who took that was a little concerned. It kind of popped up and came off him a little bit. Maybe he was wondering if that looked like a handball there. And here we'll have an Allen free kick. Almost said an Arsenal free kick, so I'm glad that Chicky's not up here anymore to hear me say that. They do look vaguely like Arsenal kits. Probably wouldn't want his team compared to the opposing team. It's a good ball to the top of the box, but a couple headers and it is away again. Oh man, is he going to be able to beat the goalie? The goalie sees it coming and kind of scuffs it. Unfortunately, he's way far out. He's sprinting to get back into his net. Not over yet. Turns, tries to get just a half a foot of space, and is not able to get that shot away. And I think the referee was about to call a foul there. Tries to play on for an Allen advantage. It looks like they've got one. But that'll be out for a throw-in. Some physical play here in the waiting minutes of the game. So players throwing everything they have into it. And there goes the go-kart. Hopefully that wasn't some sort of talisman protecting the goal. We're a superstitious lot, those of us who enjoy football and sports in general. You never know what could be the one thing that's doing it. It's keeping everything together. Oh, just does not get the connection on that. Instead goes low and wide. So it'll be a goal kick for Allen here. Got a substitution here for Coffeyville. All right. Takes it short inside the box, and Coffeyville is up high, hoping for that. They've got a lot of options to play to. They've been deadly on this end of the pitch. Gonna win a free kick here as right there on the 30-yard line, which is more like the 45 40-yard line, I guess. Don't know if the end zone is 10 yards deep. Probably. Not a mathematician. Oh, caught that pretty well, and the Allen defender did not catch that well at all. Hits it first time, back up. Tries to send that over the defense. These 50-50 balls are flying in from both sides, trying to win those. Allen's got a good chance at a breakaway here. That's not a handball, says the says the crowd, and they're 100% right. That, however, is a foul and what looks like a yellow card. Yep, there it is. First yellow card for Coffeyville, 1 each for each team. Nothing too nasty about that, thankfully. It seems like he's all right. And a pretty dangerous spot, actually, to be taking this free kick. Kind of the mirror opposite of the one that Coffeyville just had. That's going wide. If anybody hoping to get a hold on that. Allen trying to get back under control, but in the end, it's going to go out for a Coffeyville throw. Yet another Coffeyville throw in this last 3 minutes. Is there anything left in the Allen bag of tricks to throw against Coffeyville? Oh, that was well defended by that Allen player there. Almost able to get that one back under control, just outside the 18. Coffeyville back in possession here, sends it forward. They have runners. Defender misses it. But in the end, Coffeyville's gonna, tries to turn and, yeah, take some contact. Looked like it was like an elbow to his back there, which is gonna be called just outside of the 18. Good news for Coffeyville, who can let a few precious seconds tick away as they get another attack set up. This is prime real estate for an attempt on goal. It's a rough angle. Do you aim for someone's head rushing in? Yeah, it looks like by that angle he's probably going to be aiming for someone's head on the outside. Probably going to need a runner a little bit deeper than that, though, just in case it goes wide. It does go a bit wide, but he's able to just get a leg on that, just sends it over. You could see him kind of playing off in that general direction, trying to fill that position, but just not quite where he would have needed to be to pick that one up. And Allen making some good plays there to try to get through. Oh, through the defender, almost to another defender, just manages to just send that one out. Again, that was a close one. Coffeyville on the counterattack. Another great ball. Goalie is, he got that one just right. Just right inside, just at the top of his 18-yard box. It's a tricky one there. Saw a red card from a goalie who rushed out to snag one with his hands very early at the beginning of last season. It looks like we had some contact off the ball there. We've got an Allen player down right now, and there's 50 seconds left. We'll see if he might need some treatment here.
was, right. Yeah, that I saw that special meeting. Is he just attending it or filming it or? Oh yeah, I see.
All right, about to restart play here, as we'll just have an uncontested drop ball here. Some discussion over who should get that uncontested drop ball, but it's going to go to Allen. Now, Allen's got a good chance at attack here late in this second half with less than a minute remaining, losing control of it, but not done with it. Coffeyville player goes tumbling down there as it stayed in. Turns with it. It's pushed off the ball there. Referee thinks of calling it, doesn't. And Allen with 20 seconds left to make something happen here. Little clip at the back here. Referee says play on. Oh, that was a push in the back right there, and that is going to be the end of the second half. With less than 10 seconds left, we've got the first win for the men's second team for the Red Ravens. Good job, Red Ravens. They played a strong game, lots of excellent attempts on goal. Really strong play, chasing down every 50-50 ball. Definitely showed that they have come a long way as a team, and look forward to seeing them some more. When I heard from Chicky about all those spring games, even if those aren't broadcast, I will be down here watching them play. We hope to see you watching the team play. Don't forget, this Wednesday, tomorrow, 2 games against Johnson. You can watch that from the KJCCC website. Just look for it there, and we will see you next time.